Okay, welcome back to Weeb Gamer. This is episode seven, I think. It's been going
Yeah,
on.
it's 7.
As you can see, Alan's been on vacation. He's tanned a little bit.
Yeah, work vacation.
I'm joking. Alan is predisposed for this week, so we have Michael taking his place. Thank you for joining us, Michael. Want to introduce yourself and whatever else you got going on first.
Hello. Hi, my name is Michael. My friend Andre invited me to the podcast, so I came here to talk my shit. I'm just joking. Just came here to talk about anime because I love anime, and yeah, let's get it.
Okay, Sean, where are we gonna start today?
Well, today we're going to start on our guest favorite, Attack on Titan. I assume it's high on your list.
Yeah.
You want to talk about first thing is who would you rather have die, Sasha or someone else? If there's someone you could have chosen, what do you think, Michael?
I think Sasha shouldn't have died. I think Connie should have died more. I think I'd rather Connie die.
My boy Connie, though.
Nah, man, he's useless. He doesn't like. I don't know. Connie's never had a big moment for me in Attack on Titan.
True.
You know. And he was kind of rude to Mikasa too. Like he was going at her pretty heavy.
Yeah, he was pretty pissed though at Aaron though. Because he didn't really read much into what Aaron said aside from like it was bad and Sasha was really close to Connie, right?
Yeah.
So he kind of just like reacted strongly towards that.
Yeah.
And Connie's not smart as we've discussed. So.
Yeah. So you agree with that then, Sean?
I don't know. Sasha was just as stupid. She was the potato girl, but like she was definitely more lovable. She definitely had more of a fan base than Connie did. So I think most people would agree with Michael. What do you think, Andre?
Yeah, I feel like I'm like torn kind of because I would obviously rather someone else die than Sasha.
Yeah.
Just because of how like herself as a character, but like I also feel I wouldn't have hit as hard if it was anybody else. Like any of the other quote unquote side characters that would have died, like Jean could have died, Connie could have died, friggin' what's her name? Hanji could have died, like any of them. Like I would not have cared.
I like Jean, okay? Stay away from Jean.
Yeah. Oh, come on, chill on the Jean talk.
Thank you, Michael.
Holy, I was like, whoa, I heard of it. I said Jean could have died.
Can't take horse boy from us.
Nah, man, any of them could have died, bro.
No, Andre, come on.
Bro. Sasha was my favorite side character.
Okay, yeah. She
Trust
had like
me.
yeah.
No, it's because I haven't bought any Attack on Titan gear or anything, and the only thing I ever bought was like a Sasha keychain. For the fact that she had to die, and she literally hurt like eating a potato, so it kind of hurts. Like she's the one that goes, of course.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the author just loves, stabbing holes in us whenever someone dies. Just gets too close to someone. Plus, the difference too is like Sasha had her own like character arc. Season 2, episode 1. We was it 1 or 2? I think it was 1.
when she was in the forest, right? That
little
episode
she saved the kid and like reflected on her past and stuff. We got to see a lot more about her and her past than we did with anyone else.
Yeah, like we even saw the kid later on when she was yelling
I know. And that was just a disaster waiting to happen with Gabby and Sasha's family. Oof, that was rough.
That whole scene was beautiful though.
Right?
That scene just that was one of my favorite scenes in what's it called? In the show. In this season so far.
Did you suspect it?
Specifically?
When Mikasa grabs what's her name? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she comes at her with a knife. Oh, that was just
like... Did you suspect, Michael, that something like that would happen when she met the family? Like, did you recognize them as Sasha's family at first? Because it took me like a couple of moments, like when I read it, to realize.
Yeah, I actually didn't either. Like, I didn't recognize it earlier. I was like, whoa. Like, you just hit me after. I was just like, wow, like everything just adds up. Every scene that we've seen, like before, it just makes sense. Like, that's why I love Attack on Titan. Everything makes sense. Everything connects to each other in the end.
We were talking about that last week. How like continuity in anime, especially, is very rare. Like a lot of authors just kind of throw. It literally looks like they're just like writing without even considering what they wrote before.
Yeah.
But like like what's his name? I keep forgetting Isayama.
Ishiyama or
Yeah,
Isayama?
yeah.
Yeah, he's a goat for that, bro. Everything leads to something else. And like even I look back at the people are talking about the tuna fish can that like um, portrayed that Marley existed and all that kind of stuff. Like he has little things throughout the whole entire anime.
Yeah.
And I saw recently, you know, the one where Pieck points at Aaron saying
Aaron.
you're the enemy.
Yeah.
Apparently connects with the earlier scene where someone else points at who was it? Someone like
Aaron.
goes on Aaron and he's like, consider. No, not even that one. There's another one.
Really?
Where someone puts their hand on Aaron and he's like, Aaron, you have to consider who the enemy is.
Yeah, that was Erwin. Erwin did that.
Yeah, Erwin did that, right? So
yeah, he's like, who do you think the enemy really is? Like that's before you even know humans are involved in the whole thing. So
yeah,
Erwin is smart.
Yeah, even in season 2, there was a scene where like at the end of it all, right? I think it was the last episode, and you have a story you're saying we have to stick together now for the future and fight together and see where humanity goes forward, right? Going forward, then it pans out to Armin looking exactly at Aaron, like and seeing how focused Aaron is, and that just goes to show you that's just like foreshadowing of what Aaron's gonna do, like showing Aaron isn't really with them, right? Aaron's just doing his own thing, and
what
like
do you think?
it's from time.
What do you think Aaron is trying to do, Michael?
He knows. He knows. You guys both read it. Yeah.
Oh
he read
shit.
It too.
No, I gave up. But okay, but before I gave up and read it, I think Aaron was always doing the right thing. I think that he was just trying to finesse Zeke this entire time. Because I feel like Aaron's not gonna make all those decisions. He's not being like Isayama's not gonna go through it all of Aaron's life to like show us what he's been through, what he's accomplished, just to say, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna side with my big brother Zeke and like we're gonna take over. Like, no, I feel like Aaron is just so like far gone on his plan to like take over and on his plan to like destroy the world. He's willing to use people and use people like Zeke, everything. So like even Zeke's mentor, he said it's not about Zeke using the right power. It's about whoever has the blood of the royal titan, right? I guess gets to make the decision at the end. So whatever Zeke tells Aaron's just gonna agree with him just to be able to get his power. Because Aaron could have easily got Historia if that was the plan. He could have easily used Historia to make whatever plans Zeke wanted to do. He could have easily used Historia though.
Yeah. He would have had to make her into a titan though, right? I think. Because that has to be someone with royal blood, like with the titan power. I think.
With the titan, oh okay.
Yeah.
I know it's with the titan power. Because every time he touches her, he's still like
he sees things.
Yeah.
But yeah, he doesn't have access to the founding Titan's power unless he touches someone with the Titan power who has royal blood. I don't know why, but that's just how they made it. Otherwise, it would have been easy, right? He would just touch the story and done whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
So I don't think we talked about this last time, but like it's done. The manga's done. It's over. Like obviously, I'm not going to spoil anything, but like, damn, it's been a ride.
Yeah,
right. Sorry, Andre.
Y'all are mad suspicious, bro. You don't understand. Like, oh my god. Honestly, though, if they said anything longer than a year, I would have gave in and read it. But
yeah, that's true.
I think I can make it. I think there will be enough for me going forward until next winter.
Yeah,
I'll be able to sustain. I just have to. It's harder when I come here every week and then we just find a way to friggin' talk about it all the time, right?
Usually Alan brings it up, but like
I don't know.
I have to bring it up. Alan's not here. But so do you think a lot of people are in your position, Andre, and like or do you think a lot of people will just give up and read it?
I honestly think anyone who's like was really invested,
they'll just read it. Yeah, that's true.
Like there's also people who like jumped on the hype recently that will probably wait, or they honestly, I guarantee there's going to be a whole bunch of people that just won't even watch the next half of the season because like if like COVID's over and we're out and about, like just no one's going to care anymore. I don't know where all this hype came from for this season, but I don't think it's going to carry over.
Really? Okay.
I really don't.
I think it will. Because I think if anything, the COVID break got a lot of people to try anime and see anime out is different. Like give it a try, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like it will. I feel like it will last. The hype will last.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of funny because like people are freaking out that they can't go out and do things, and obviously, I'm like would like to go out and do things too, but like just sitting at home watching anime is the nerdiest thing I could think of doing, but it's awesome.
Yeah, exactly,
It's
exactly.
Exactly.
Or
just like you
like
guys freak out.
like 2 seasons ago. It was it was when I had Fire Force, Haikyuu, like
Yeah,
a bunch of animes I was watching weekly for like
Yeah.
the longest time, and I had no complaints. I'm like, yo, every
right.
Friday I used to watch like all the animes that come out weekly. Even the last season, Attack on Titan season one, Jujutsu,
Yeah,
and I loved it. I loved it all. Like the
for
anime
sure.
seasons has just been delivering, if anything.
And we
Like
don't even feel as bad about it because we can't do anything else.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Exactly, man. And you can tell who's new because you know how many people said I was like, we have to wait a whole year. I was like, you guys
I
were
know,
there
right?
that 4 year gap from between
Oh,
season
trust
one
me,
and two.
Yeah,
trust me.
Oh
Yeah.
my
And I put a lot of people on Attack on Titan. A lot of people that wouldn't give anime a chance.
yeah.
They're and they're hooked on Attack on Titan. Like they're hooked.
How do you do it, Michael? Because I have trouble getting people to watch like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've been trying for years. Like I've been trying. Like especially my one friend, Andre. You know some of them, like Nick, Pussy Terry, and Cody.
Yeah.
Like they're like the biggest Attack on Titan fans now. Like they have
Yeah,
hoodies with the crest, with the scout crest. I'm like, whoa, I'm like, yo, where's this coming from?
damn. So
Yeah,
just persistence is the key for you then,
yeah,
I
yeah.
guess. Just keep going at it.
Yeah, even this one girl that I put on it, right?
Yeah.
At first she didn't like it, and after she literally binged it, and she like rewatched it too before the season came out, because she was just in love with Attack on Titan. She even
Really?
read, yeah, yeah. And then once the anime ended, right, for the mid-season break, she
Yeah.
literally read it the entire thing. She's like, no, I can't wait, I can't wait. She's gave
Another
in.
another breaker, Andre.
Yeah.
I know. See, it's literally just me and Alan. We're the only ones left, bro.
And Alan almost did it.
Yeah,
Alan
I know.
almost broke.
I had to fight him to not do it, bro. I don't know, man. Like, there's honestly no reason for me to wait this long, other than my like stubborn pride almost.
Yeah.
I
It's
just
just
feel
pride.
like it is because I was like, I want to go out the way I came in,
Mhm.
not just.
Yeah. Yo, but if anything, I feel like after finishing the manga, it makes me more excited for the anime to come out and to watch it on anime. If
Yeah.
anything, like, because the anime is just better. The anime is better.
That's
Like,
true. It is. The drawings aren't as good.
yeah, with the soundtrack and the music and everything, it's just
That's true too.
more emotions into it. Like the Jaw Titan, when Aaron ate the Jaw Titan, well not ate the Jaw Titan, he used the Jaw Titan to smash the
Yeah.
like that scene in the manga, reading it in the manga did not I didn't care, like
Right?
it wasn't as hyped, right?
It didn't have the impact, yeah.
Yeah, but watching it, I was just like, I was just so hyped. I'm like, I have to watch it again. I rewatched that scene like at least 10 times. That scene was
Yeah.
just so powerful. Like,
It's the same one when Sasha died too. Like the manga, it happened so quick and you don't really take it in, like the impact doesn't hit you. But with the music and the anime, with her just like lying there and Connie's just like she's dead and the music and
yeah,
like Aaron's expression and the sounds that he's
Yeah.
making, the frustration, it just hits you so hard. So and Andre was taken out of commission for a while after that.
I literally sat there, like I casted it to my TV. It's like, okay, the cast is done. It's over. I didn't move, didn't do anything. I was just like staring into space, and I was just like, no. And then finally I move. I open my phone. The first thing I see is a meme. Someone in Call of Duty quick scoping and fucking Sasha's face. And I was like, oh my god.
Too soon.
I was like, that happened right after. It was back to back. But that's good. That's the beauty of it, man. The anime makes you feel like that. And people started finally to see past it's a cartoon and it's for kids.
Yeah, I like that.
yeah,
too.
yeah. Even
It's
the
not
even
for
the,
kids.
exactly. Yeah, even the dialogue in Attack on Titan, like when I read the dialogue, it's just information I was taking in, right? Like I never
Yeah.
really like seen how powerful like the words they were saying, right? Even like when Aaron and Reiner were talking, right? Watching that in the anime, I was just like, whoa. Like even that scene with Yellen there, and I forgot the bald guy, the bald general. Like they were
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Pixis.
yeah, Pixis, yeah. And when they were going at it at each other, and he's like, "Oh, aren't you guys acting like the Malaysians now? Like just them going at it, just those little banter. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it in the anime. It's just better in anime.
Yeah,
That's
there's
why.
just lots of good drama, and also just the voice acting is so good.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, it comes down to the music for me too. It creates such a good atmosphere in those kind of scenes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how people watch English dub. I don't know. I don't know how they do
You don't
it.
like it? Have you tried it?
No,
For
so for some different animes I have, but
yeah,
for Attack on Titan, no, ew,
it doesn't
it's
work.
not the same. Nah. Like I
Uh,
watched the scene with spoilers, but I watched the scene where Armin dies, quote unquote dies, like when he
Oh, the fire when he
yeah
yeah,
gets set on fire.
yeah. So if you search it on YouTube, you're only gonna find it in English dub, like the full scene. You're only gonna find it in English dub, and it's just so bad. Like
yeah,
it's not even
Yeah.
bad. I felt like if I didn't watch it the English sub before I might have liked it in the English dub, but
yeah,
like
probably.
the English dub was just so fire. Like,
I know.
No pun intended, huh?
yeah,
Yeah, bro. But yeah, I get that. The problem is I saw the English dub of the first
Mhm.
season, and then hearing Armin's voice that deep, it just threw me off from there.
Yeah,
Just him. It's just him. His voice is so deep, it throws me
I
off
know.
and it's weird.
American dudes don't have voices that high, okay?
That's why they get females. Neither do
Yeah,
Japanese dudes. They get females
yeah,
to
like
voice those
Goku.
people. Yeah,
and
tell me
Naruto, no,
Yeah,
yeah,
Naruto too.
Naruto's a big.
Actually, the dub for Naruto is also a woman.
yeah,
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
yeah, I
It is.
remember seeing it.
It is. It is.
Mhm.
But I was don't bring up Goku. That guy.
I can't do it the first time I heard his voice in
No,
Japanese.
man.
It was like,
Dragon Ball Z. Watching Dragon Ball Super was difficult. I'll say that.
oh yeah,
The Goku's voice.
Yeah, because like
everyone's voice.
that was the first time I had to watch Dragon Ball in sub. Like
Yeah.
I was like, I almost didn't do it. I was like, nah, I'm just gonna wait for the dub. I'm just gonna wait
Mhm.
for the dub. But then I was just like, nah, I can't. I can't. There's too much nostalgia. I have to see how it happens, right? And then like I struggled through the sub, man. Like I do not like pretty much anybody. There's a few that are like tolerable.
I like Frieza. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, Frieza's okay.
Yeah.
It's the first time I ever watched Dragon Ball in sub, and it was something. It was something. Is all I can say.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Anyways,
So, you want to move on to Erwin versus Armin?
Yeah.
Who would you have rather had survive, Michael, or who do you think would have done a better job?
I felt like they made the right decision with Armin.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Because
make sure you keep the information to anime. Okay.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
just keep it to anime.
Come on, Andre. We're all pros here.
Armin, I feel like Erwin was a bit selfish. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call. I have to decline it.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
No, keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Armin was a bit selfish. Not Armin, I mean Erwin was a bit selfish because it was more for seeing like finding out about the truth, right?
Mhm.
Whereas Armin was all for humanity, like E wanted humanity to win, right? Erwin was a bit more selfish, and they both. I felt like like Erwin was great. It was a great leader. Don't get me wrong. I feel like Erwin was a great leader, but Armin earned the stripes, right? He made big decisions, like him defeating Bertholdt, right? Like the plan with Eren was just like probably the best. That wins them the war, basically. I feel like that wins them the war.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Sean?
At first I would say Armin, because like Eren gave good reason for why they should pick Armin. Like he's the reason they found out who Annie was. He's the reason he found out Reiner was in the wall, and he like Michael said, he defeated the Colossal Titan basically with his ideas. But as we saw him go into the beginning of the fourth season, I had my doubts and was thinking maybe they should have picked Erwin because, as we talked about before, Andre, like Armin's resolve is just too weak. He doesn't really
done anything.
Yeah, he hasn't been like doing anything. He doesn't seem to have much involvement, even so, in the planning or anything anymore.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really have a plan for like what they should be doing, and all he does is criticize Eren for what he's doing. But yeah, it could be Bertholdt's influence over him. Maybe it's too attracted to Annie to focus on anything. But yeah, who knows? So what do you think, Andre?
I'm Team Armin, to be honest. Not because I think Armin, at this point, not because I think Armin is some like super amazing guy. And I do still think, I trust him enough to think he's got something going on in the background. Like he has some idea. Okay. But I also think that Erwin is very simple. So like when you're facing, he's a great leader. He's great at rallying the troops, kind of thing. But so when you're facing the Titans, it's a very simple enemy in the grand scheme of things. He's a very simple enemy. I need to go there, kill him. But like making decisions, political decisions, to the point where he would have to when dealing with other humans, I don't think he has the skill set to be able to do that.
Really?
You know what I mean? Because what did he do? All he did, once humans were involved, like according to the coup and everything, all he did was listen to someone else.
That's
he didn't make any decisions himself.
No.
And then once the final chance, his best idea he came up with was, let's go die. And you know what I mean?
You have a better idea, Andre?
I don't, but I'm just saying Armin wouldn't have sat there and made that happen, and they probably would have died anyways. But I'm just saying, like, Armin is always willing to consider the complexities of each situation, whereas Erwin's like, I need to get this done. This is the most efficient way to get to the truth. So this is what I'm going to do, essentially. Well, Armin is going to be like, yeah, this might be the most efficient way, but what about this? What about that? What about that? You know what I mean? Whereas Erwin is not going to go that far. And when dealing with other humans, I feel like the other perspective needs to be considered, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Whereas the Titans are just mindless, whatever, beings. Sorry?
Yeah. I was just like, as far as they knew at the point where
as far as they knew.
Yeah, exactly. That's where my thought process is.
Okay. And plus, like Erwin's dream would have been over, and I think Levi was kind of worried about that. He was worried about him achieving his dream because he thinks like, what about after? Like you still have to save humanity basically once you find out about everything.
Exactly, because he wanted to kill all the Titans, right?
And it's like Michael said, like he's selfish. Yeah, and they did, and he would have found out the truth of the world, but like what? Maybe he wouldn't want to have to like anything to do with it after that. Like who knows? Whereas Armin cares about his friends, and I mean, he wanted to see the sea, but that didn't stop him from. Well, I don't know. Maybe it did, because after he saw the sea, that's when he kind of started to suck.
Yeah, but like the thing about Armin was he's never been the aggressive type, and like he killed innocent people. Like he wrote in like Eren started a war, and he wrote out for Eren, and he killed like kids, innocent kids. Like remember when Armin said, "Oh, Berthold, this is the scene. Like this is what you see like daily. Every time you get into a Titan." I'm just like, wow, like that, like that's actually crazy. Like imagine being a kid and like being terrorized your entire life, and now you're the one terrorizing people, and
I know.
Like it's hard for Armin.
Yeah, and it's not like that was part of Armin's plan anyways. Like Eren created that plan, and Armin was just sucked into it because he had no choice. It was either do it or let all your friends get killed, basically. And he just had to do it, despite being such a quote unquote nice guy by Andre. But yeah, we'll get to see more of that in the next season. So prepare yourself, Andre.
I'm prepared, bro. I'm not even trying to think about that. All my focus is trying not to read it, is what I'm saying.
Okay. No, there's plenty of animes to dabble in.
That's what I'm saying. And then speaking of that, we can get into the new season, spring season of anime for 2021.
Yeah.
There's a long, interesting list of things going on. There's a couple keeping our eye on, a couple that we've decided that we're gonna watch.
Yeah.
And then I kind of want Mike to give us a nice synopsis of the one that you watched that we didn't, which was 86, you said, right? You saw
and Tokyo Revengers.
And also. Tokyo Revengers. Okay, good. So those two, you can give us a nice... I want you to state your case as to why we should watch those ones.
Okay. Did you guys watch Erased?
Yes.
Like the anime Erased?
I could have, but I'm gonna tell you why I haven't yet. I was spoiled by my roommate, right, at the time, and I know who did it, so I'm trying to wait until I forget so I can enjoy the anime.
Andre, it's so obvious you did it even when you are watching it for the first time, right, Michael?
Yeah, right.
Right? Like, it won't take away. Just watch it. Yeah. But go on, Michael. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. So Tokyo Revenge is basically like Erased vibes. Like, it's very similar. So basically, from the first episode, right? There's a main character, right? He basically he's getting bullied. Like his manager is bullying him. Like she's like younger than him, and like she's owning him. Like a bunch of kids are like he's apologizing to a bunch of kids who are swearing at him, and like his life is just depressing, right? And he starts off at him watching like his high school like love story. Like she got killed, her and her little brother got killed in some accident. He watches it on TV, and he goes like and it shows a bunch of depressing like sentences like how depressing his life is, right? And he gets pushed by someone. Like while the train is coming, he's waiting at a train station. He gets pushed by someone, and he gets ran over by a train or whatever, quote unquote. But then he wakes up with his life in like his life 12 years, not 12 years ago actually, 5 years ago. I think it's 5 years ago, around that time. But
Yeah.
So very much like a race then.
yeah, it's pretty much a race. So he's trying to go back and make sure like she doesn't die or whatever. And that's pretty much the basis of the show.
And it deals with like gangs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not really gangs. I don't know. Like it was gang fighting. It was gang fighting in the first episode, but like
Yeah.
I could tell it's not going to be about gang fighting. Or I think it might be, but we'll see. We'll see. The cover of the anime and the manga are both gang covers, so we'll see. I think maybe it might dive deeply into it, but we'll see.
Okay.
But yeah, I have you guys watched the anime Gangster?
Yeah.
No,
Have you
I haven't.
Okay. Yeah. So watching like when I watched Tokyo Revengers, I thought I was gonna get Gangster from that, but no, it's more like Erased. But I can't complain. I like the animation. I like the soundtrack. It's pretty good so far.
What was that? 86.
Yeah, 86. This is more like I don't know, cause like I don't know how I feel about it yet. I can't judge off the first episode, but I like the concept. But I also don't like mecha animes. Do you guys like mecha animes?
No, I generally don't.
Yeah,
other than Code Geass, and I watched Gundam Seed and then Gundam Seed Destiny. Gundam Seed was good. Destiny I had to struggle through, but other than those, I tend to avoid them.
For me, as a kid, I was big into Gundam Wing, like really into Gundam Wing. I love that show. And also Escaflowne, I was really into, just because they were on TV, like YTV and stuff.
Did you watch? What was the other one? Evangelion. What is that one?
And I watched some of that, but like it's too weird for me, I think, or it was when I started watching it. And plus, yeah, I wasn't really into mechs at that time in my life too. It's like I was kind of the same as Michael, just like,
I completely did not. I don't like mecha at all. I actually ended up watching one called Darling in the Franxx.
The Franxx.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Like
a lot of memes about it and stuff.
Oh, memes, yeah. That's where the pink haired 02 comes from, right?
Yeah, I watched it maybe 2 years ago, but it was during a new season of an anime, and I give it a try, and I watched like the first 9 episodes. I actually put it down because I just stopped watching anime. I get in periods where I just stop watching anime and I binge watch anime. Yeah. So like I actually like it. I just never went back to it. But like I'm going like it's on my list, like my watch list. I'm gonna check it out. But yeah. Okay, but yeah, 86. 86 is similar. It's basically like what I get is that there's a world where not a world, but like human beings all have like white hair, like it's a regular civilization, but they also are in war times, I guess, right? And I guess those war times are in there's like a battlefield, right? And where they sacrifice different human beings, right? So then this girl, she gets promoted to a class where every handler of their class was controlling this type of human beings who go into like it's basically giant robots, right? Giant robots fighting. So she basically is the handler of this certain group, right? Where everyone who goes there commits suicide or like they go crazy. So like, but anyway, she gets this group of people, right? And we get introduced to these people later on in the episode, but they have like different color hair. They have black hair, and like you can see a dark skin. There's also shout out Andre. There's a dark skin in there for us. In the anime, but it's interesting. Like I want to see what the world is. I want to see why these people are made to fight wars and giant robots and kill each other off, right? And why this civilization with white hair, why they all have white hair, why they basically all look down on the people with like the people that are fighting giant robots for their wars. They look down on those people.
Okay.
Right? So there's a lot of mystery behind that. It's good, and I like the animation, the fighting, and it's dark too. Like one of the characters died in the first episode, so it's a dark anime also.
Okay.
And the soundtrack's also bang. Like the soundtrack is bumming too.
All right, that sounds like a good sell.
That actually does. That actually does sound.
It sounds good, despite the mech stuff. It sounds.
I know, but like if it could be like Code Geass, like Code Geass had so much mix, but
yeah,
the characters and the story were just so great that
honestly, I think I was distracted too much in Code Geass by how weird everyone looked. I wasn't even paying attention to the.
Yo, honestly,
how tall and skinny they were.
Yeah, and their faces like huge eyes.
Yo, I couldn't. That's literally why I couldn't watch Code Geass. I was like, no.
Like still?
No. Yeah, no, I couldn't.
I think you should watch it. Watch it. Just
no, I know it's good. I know it's good. I've heard it. Like every top 10 anime shit I watch on YouTube, I always see like Code Geass in the list every time. Somehow that and Full Metal Brotherhood. But like I haven't watched both of them. There's just
oh my god.
Yeah, there's just two masterpieces that I haven't watched.
You haven't seen that either?
Yeah. But I've watched a lot of anime though, to be fair.
Damn. Yeah.
Okay. You do need to watch Brotherhood. Okay?
That's like a must. And in dub. Must. You have to watch it in dub too.
Dub is really good actually.
Yeah. It's the best dub I've seen.
I haven't watched it in sub. I have no idea what they're saying.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same Dragon Ball kind of thing.
Okay, watch it in dub. But yeah, that's my number one at the moment.
Yeah,
anime, like
same.
Still?
Yeah.
Honestly, it used to be Cowboy Bebop for me. Have you guys watched Cowboy Bebop?
The classic.
I have not yet. I have another podcast and like me and friggin' one co-host was arguing about how like mid Demon Slayer was, and then the other guy was just like saying, nah, Cowboy Bebop is number one. Cowboy Bebop is number one. Maybe I should. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna add that to my watch list.
Yeah.
Because like
that's a classic, man. Even the opening is a banger.
Yeah.
I heard Bebop and Samurai Champloo really good too.
Yeah.
Samurai Champloo.
I've watched.
Yeah, the soundtrack for Samurai Champloo is actually better than Cowboy Bebop. But the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack is still very great. Like it's
really
elite. But the Samurai Champloo like soundtrack is just fire. Like it's just everything.
It's a good soundtrack.
R.I.P. New James. It's a legend.
Have you seen it, Sean?
What's it called?
Samurai Champloo.
I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, it's made by the same guy who made Cowboy Bebop.
Really, I've never even heard of that. Samurai Shampoo.
No, it's really Champloo with an L-O. It's really good. I really
Shampoo?
Good vibes. Yeah, that made me love anime. That made me.
Really, that was your anime.
Yeah. Then I watched Cowboy Bebop from that, and I'm like, oh wow. Then I watched everything the author made. Well, no, it's not even an author. I don't think he writes in the mangaka. He just makes anime. So I've watched everything. There's another anime called Terra in Renaissance.
Terra in Resonance.
Resonance. Oh my god, why did I say it wrong?
Renaissance.
Terra in Resonance is amazing.
That sounded really fancy for a second, Michael.
I know. I was like, whoa. Yeah.
You said it like in French.
I made Sean watch that shit because
I know it was really good. That was really good.
Yeah, he made that also. Yeah.
I did not know.
Really
that's all the same.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's all the same work. He's really great, man.
Terra in Resonance was Mappa too, right? Pretty sure.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but that's not like a animation intensive.
No, I mean the explosions are cool.
The animation was good though. The animation was good.
It was.
But the anime was just so like.
Yeah,
great.
It hurt me.
It was great. It was great. Yeah. Yeah.
Would you like to talk about another anime that hurt us, Andre? Moving on.
You want to watch the
To Your Eternity? Michael, you watched this, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that first episode killed me. I mean, it was so good. I haven't seen anything like that before. Like to me, it was good enough to just be a one-off by itself. That's how good it was for me. Like just a one episode and
film?
Yeah, kind of like just a short film.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I know. That was
good. Creepy. It was emotional. The whole time I was just thinking, man, this guy's like dog is dead and he doesn't even know it. Like it's some like alien type rock thing. I don't know. And he's just interacting with it the whole time and just experiencing his loneliness and his positive attitude regardless, going as far as he could without breaking, and then
he finally broke.
Yo,
no, that was the very second the alien came back in the cabin And then he showed them the wall, and he's like, "These are the people. They went off to find paradise." So I was like, "They're all dead." I was like, "They're dead. They're all dead."
Whenever they say paradise, they're dead.
I was like, "They're all dead." And this guy, and then seeing his body like slowly deteriorate until he's like happy, and his nose is like permanently red, and then he gets injured, then his fingers are red, and then he starts limping and he's moving slower and slower, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" And then the alien's just like just chilling,
observing, right?
He's just observing, trying to figure out what's going on. Man, I don't know. There's a lot to think about. Like
it gave me like Vinland Saga slime. Like have you guys have watched Reincarnated as a slime?
I have
a little bit.
Okay.
I watched 3 episodes.
You started it? Yeah.
It's weird as hell.
Yeah. It's giving me that type of vibes, like the first episode of Slime vibes. Whereas
it was.
You're right. Whereas Vinland Saga, like this idea of, that's why I thought the show was going at first. I'm like, oh, this guy and his dog, right, are gonna go find the paradise, like Vinland Saga, where they're trying to find the paradise, like in the snowy, Those are the vibes I got from it at first, and I'm like, whoa, okay, this is like Slime, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, that's what I got from it from the first episode.
A lot more depressing than Slime.
A lot more depressing.
I will say that.
I hope so. And like Andre made a good point too, like his digression into just his infection and to loneliness and hunger and coldness, and just it's so slow during the episode's only 26 minutes, but it feels so slow long. And that they make a right, and they make a point of each like his little limps, like they just show him getting worse in like some little way, whether he's cracked it after like talking to himself for too long, and just the dog's just observing him the whole time, and it's really creepy. And he doesn't even recognize his dog as not being his dog. Like you think you would, right? Based on the personality, he just kind of accepts it. Like, oh, you're different now a little bit. Like, I guess I'll just show you how to eat again. And it's like, what?
I feel like
how cracked is he?
I really feel like it was just like he was so lonely for so long that he was
exhausted.
Just like he was just willing to accept
whatever came, right? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So.
Yeah, accepted his dog coming back after 2 months. I'm like, whoa, 2 months, man.
Yeah, that's true. Like your dog leaves with the whole group, and then he's the only one that just happens to come back. Like really?
Right.
Like, come on. But
I know.
You're lonely. He had no one, bro. This guy got mad excited, and it was just a fish, and then he was just like, "Oh, it's a fish! Yay, we get to eat a fish now." When he thought it was a whole human coming back, man. I don't know, man. It was
very optimistic individual. I'll give him that.
Yeah, and that scene where he like slowly, he's like, "Nah, man, I gotta look good for them when they come back. I gotta go find my chair. I gotta find my chair." Then he just dies in the chair.
It hurts.
Did you guys watch the preview for next episode?
No, I usually try to avoid that.
Oh,
I don't want spoilers. Yeah, I never like watch after credits because I'm like, I don't want to know. It's gonna kill me. You guys can talk about it though.
I can already tell it's gonna be. It's not gonna get
heavy?
Much better.
Look heavy.
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna go in a direction where like we're dealing with someone that's gonna go through something like a different character or a different thing that's gonna go through every episode, and the alien's gonna transform to them every episode. That's what I feel like is gonna happen.
Because basically what the episode is there's this little girl. Like he finds the forest that the other kid was looking for, and then there's this little girl who lives in a tribe, and the tribe basically wants to sacrifice this girl to some.
Oh God!
And then, and then they meet each other. So that's the setup.
Oh, it's gonna kill me, man. This show's gonna kill me.
Yeah. So imagine you're an alien and you're trying to learn, and you don't meet one happy person. Like you don't meet a single happy person.
Maybe that's what he feeds off of. But I mean, I'm just trying to get over Wonder Egg priority still, Andre, and you're throwing this at me now.
You're the one who decided to watch. You're the one who said you were so excited.
It looks so good. The trailer was good.
It will be good, but it'll be hard.
Yeah, like something it made me think of was War, Love, and Robots, or War, Death, and Robots. Love, Death, and Robots. I don't remember. It's a Netflix series with one-offs, and like this kind of reminded me of that because it's like twisted or messed up in some way, and it's just kind of like a standalone story that could work.
It seems like it could be that. it's like one of those where it's like the same main character, but it does seem like he's gonna go through like different. He's gonna go into completely different situations.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see that. Like, I'd rather it go on because I want to see where this goes.
Yeah, but Mike, you should watch Wonder Priority.
It's on my, it's literally on my, it's open on my laptop right now. Like I have the tab open.
Prepare yourself, Michael.
Yeah, it was a surprise, bro. I didn't expect what I saw, but I was like very pleasantly surprised, and in pain, but also pleasantly surprised.
But it was about eggs. I was right about that before watching it. It is about eggs.
Oh my god. Anyways, I'm gonna take a quick break. I gotta pee.
Oh my god, Andre.
I gotta pee. We're gonna take a quick break. And we're back. Sorry. I had to take a little break.
Bladder of a 12-year-old girl, Andre.
Yo, listen. Since the first episode, I've made it the whole time without having to go.
That is true. You have gotten better.
I've gotten better.
I've gotten any points there.
Anyways, bro, are we done being sad? Like, are we gonna move on?
I want to be so much sadder. So let's move on to the next. I don't know. Is VV sad? VV's kind of sad. A little
VV's
bit. Not as sad.
It's a thing. it's looking like it's gonna be a thing.
So this is VV Flore Eye Song episodes 1, 2, 3, 2,
Yeah.
2, 3 or 2.
3 of them. There's
3. Yeah, 1 to 3. My bad.
Yeah.
So Andre, you want to start with this one?
No, I want your opinion on it.
My opinion on it?
Because I haven't heard anything. I've talked to Armin about it, so I want to know what you think.
All right, you want to know what I think? Okay. I think it's interesting. It gives me strong Ghost in the Shell vibes with the whole AI aspect and like just trying to bring out the humanity. It kind of gives me some Violet Evergarden vibes with that too, because even though she was human in that one, she still had trouble like having emotions and like feelings and whatever, or she had them and didn't know how to interpret them, whatever. Anyways, yeah, strong like AI. Are these people alive? And then you have the whole like Terminator side of it. Is it Terminator?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where it's like, okay, the AI are going to turn on us eventually. Who would have thought, right? Always happens. Always happens.
Yeah.
You think it's good, and then next thing you know, everything's killing you. Everything you made. Yeah. So, I do like it. The little robot guy, I think, is like really freaking annoying. So I think he's
so fast, bro.
He's so fast.
Yeah, like, yo, I'm trying to read the freaking subtitles, and
oh my god, it's so quick. Fast. I'm really interested to see how they're gonna dub that, because I don't know if there's an English-speaking guy who can speak that fast. It's quick. And I can't even watch it on 1.5 times speed if I need to like squeeze it in somewhere, because I'm just gonna miss everything he's saying. But yeah, I feel like we do need to see a lot more of it to really have like strong feelings about it, because right now I'm just kind of getting into it. I don't really feel strongly about anyone yet. It was pretty messed up with the whole airplane going down thing.
Yeah.
And they barely even touched on that. It was like an after credits thing. It was like, okay, I guess the plane's going down.
It was like, listen, you did good job on your first job. Great, good job. And then immediately it's like, oh, your best friend's dead now.
Holy shit. That's what I'm in for? Oh,
sorry, Michael.
Holy.
But yeah, I was thinking the same thing for a while, and I still kind of think it. Like, I don't know why the doctor really picked her. I feel like the reason they gave wasn't really good. Like, she lasted 100 years. She was the only one who lasted that long, so they're like, oh, she must be the one to save everyone then. But I didn't really see the connection between those two things. And I kind of like that she's like super weak despite being an AI. She like gets into fights and she's like, I don't know how the hell to do this, but you know, give it your all.
Because she's a singer, bro.
I know. I like that she doesn't have that function to fight, and the guy's trying to give it to her, and she's like, no. I sing. I do not fight.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I'm excited to see what it can be. And wasn't happy for very long. It literally starts with a concert, and then immediately everyone starts to die. Like,
even that wasn't really happy.
I know. I didn't even take it in until after, but like she goes out into this big open amphitheater, and it's just like empty.
Yeah.
And then I was like, it's empty. That's weird. And then it cuts to outside when the AIs are murdering everybody. And I'm like, oh, that's why it's empty, right? And then so then it goes back, and then it's cute for a little bit, but then even the AI, even though she can't feel, it's still like mad depressing that like her whole purpose is to sing for people, and she can't pull more than like 3 people.
I know, it's
in a
sad.
crowd, right? It's right away sad. Then she's like, "No, my purpose is to sing. I got nothing else to do." And then
even if no one's there.
Yeah, and then the robot from the future comes, and then from there it turns into something else, and that's
Save
a
the
good
world.
Save the world. And I like how it's not simple. You know what I mean? Like, because the robot mentions in the episode 3 where it's like, "Yeah, you fixed the." What do they call it? Like the whatever the like the major events of history, but she like fucked it up still, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Like she added to it a little bit because you don't know what you're going to change even when you save someone,
Yeah.
right?
He's like, "Yeah, well done, but you also influenced this dude. Like, why'd
Exactly.
you do that? Now it's probably worse."
Yeah.
And then she told him that. He's like, "Yo, the bill passed, and it's like even worse than what you told me it was gonna be, essentially." And then he's like, "Well, let's just go to space."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let's just let this airplane fall first, and then we'll talk about it.
And then the whole thing, the whole time, it's super happy-go-lucky. And that whole episode 3, the whole episode, I was just on edge. I was like, I don't know
exactly
who's doing what, who's to trust. And then right at the end, because the part where after they meet in a room, the blonde AI's room.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh, I want to care," and then they confirmed that she didn't kill the previous owner and everything. I was like, okay, maybe it isn't her. Maybe it's the pink hair girl, because the pink hair girl is the one who
said that, right?
Who said that, right?
Yeah.
And then immediately after that, she just rips her head off, bro. I was like, oh,
rough. Well, what do you think based on the trailer, Michael?
It seems interesting. At first, I was like, the reason why I actually low key I haven't started it yet is because of the singing aspect. I'm like, yo, am I really good after listening to like singing? I'm not trying to watch singing anime.
You're
like,
not.
yeah,
no,
yeah.
You're not.
But honestly, just because of Wit Studio, I just wanted to check it out 100%.
Yeah.
Like what? They haven't made Vinland Saga season 2 yet. Attack on Titan, like based on their previous work, I actually really like their studio. I wanted to check it out. It's definitely on my list though.
Yeah,
I have this TV Time app, and I just have it on there, just waiting for me to click off.
Yeah.
Good. I think you should. It seems like it can go both ways right now. Like it's also not based on a manga at all, right? So it's.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's not. So I'm not sure. It either said it was like a short story, not
might
a short
be.
Story.
Yeah, it might be a short
the
story.
graphic novels or whatever they have, or it's a
light novel.
Light novel. That's what it is. Not graphic novel. It's either a light novel.
Graphic novel. It's basically just a manga.
I know. Yeah, but it's either light novel or they said it was original. I can't remember which, but it can go either way. I don't know. Like it could turn out to be like amazing or trash or anywhere.
Yeah, I agree. Like my biggest problem with it is there's been so much AI stuff lately, especially last year or 2019, I think. There's just been so much AI releases and trying to get you to like relate or think are they human enough to deserve rights or to be considered human. And you'd be surprised, a lot of people would say no. But like we don't really know what it is that makes you human. Like if you have someone who acts exactly like a human, like what's really the difference? Some people say it's in one case you're running off programming, in one case you're running off like something else that's not predictable, quantum mechanics or whatever. I don't know. Stanley would know.
It's a tough debate because there's this theory basically that predicts basically the end of the world through AI.
Yeah.
That uses the same concepts that these people do in this one, where like in order to be the first to reach a super level of AI where they're completely autonomous, you teach it to do one thing and one thing only, right? Because if you teach it multiple things, it's going to make more mistakes. It's going to take longer to learn and all that kind of thing. So, and then the example it used in this theory is, I want to make paper, right? So first it makes paper normal, it's fine, it learns to make paper. But it's like, okay, let me make paper more efficiently. So it'll start programming itself into other printers. And then now I can make more paper faster because I'm doing more printers. And then it's like, what's paper made out of? Carbon. Where can I get carbon from? Trees. Let me start cutting down. Let me find a way to cut down trees. And it starts cutting down trees in order to make paper. And then eventually, basically, it's much more complex and like intricate, but eventually gets to the point where it's like humans are carbon-based life forms. Carbon is used to make paper. I don't care about humans at this point. I just need to make paper. So
I gotcha.
it starts murdering humans in order to make paper. You know what I mean?
Damn, yeah, so, that's quite the jump.
I know. There's a lot more steps in between, but like at the basis, that's what it comes. Like when you teach something to do one thing, especially like a computer whose job it is to learn, it's gonna find the most efficient way to do it.
And it's just funny how so often more efficiency comes with humans being gone.
Yeah, I mean, like,
got rid of.
In most cases, like even if you look at businesses and stuff,
exactly,
like,
right?
The ones that make the most money come off of exploiting other humans, right?
Yeah.
You have to remove the what do you call that thing? The conscious humanity component. Yeah, basically humanity component in order to get things done as quick as possible.
Or just completely replace them with machines, then you have something that's even more efficient.
I saw on Twitter yesterday that robot dog, like a robot. That. Yeah, I sent it to. I was like, whoa! I was like, I watched that Black Mirror episode too with the dog.
Yeah.
And that was the one episode of Black Mirror. I'm like, I kind of wish that dog wasn't real. Like I kind of wish. And I see a freaking robo dog now that's real, and they're using it they use it in America. I'm like, whoa! Like, no way, that's real. Like,
disturbingly real, right?
Yeah, like, yo, that's just scary. Like,
anyways, sorry.
No, sorry. I was gonna also ask. You guys see that Neuralink with Elon Musk when when he put it with the monkey, and the monkey was playing video games on Twitch, and he was streaming that. I was just like, oh, that's crazy. And he was gonna use it on human beings too. He said that they're gonna release it for human beings soon, try to make people with paraplegic walk again and stuff like that. And apparently, it's like a wireless charger, so you don't have to like you could just. It's not like inconvenient for you, right? It could just be the chip could be in your head forever, everything, and that's crazy to me. That's oh my god.
Like, I know all this stuff seems so far away, but like I'm scared. Like it's probably a lot closer than we think.
Yeah, literally around the corner. Like Elon Musk is doing a lot of crazy stuff, and he's literally the most like the most like he has the most money in the world. Like oh man, that's scary. What he could do with the most money in the world, like. What it could build and what the robotic stuff, and he's just like the Tesla cars. We're amazed by it, but like imagine like how little that is compared to what he has like cooking up, which is crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah. So the way this relates to Vivi, anyways, the point I was trying to make is that I don't, because there's so much of this AI stuff out now. I'm afraid that Vivi isn't going to surprise me. Like Andre said, it could go one or two ways, and I kind of don't have high expectations for it because I'm very familiar with the concept of AI and like whether they have feelings and whether I can empathize with that.
Yeah.
Like very Ghost in the Shell, and Ghost in the Shell itself was very good for its time. But even when I watch it now, it's not very like remarkable anymore because just so used to seeing that question, right? Question of AI, and it's so popular now. So yeah, that's my opinion on Vivi.
We'll see, I guess, is what I'm going to say.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
We'll see. All that aside, the animation is very, very pretty.
It is, yeah.
And, that one scene where, like, when her friend's plane goes down, like, AIs are incapable of crying, but it was raining outside, and then they showed, like, the raindrop fall right in her eye and then fall down her face, just like a tear. I was like, I don't know. Like, little subtleties like that, like, it's not that they impress me, but like I respect it that people are like willing to throw in the extra mile. Because if that wasn't in it, no one would. It's not like anyone would change anyone's opinion.
Right? And it's just such bad luck that her little fangirl who died in the plane accident's sister happens to be on the spaceship that's expected to go down, and it's just like what bad luck this family has. Jesus.
Oh my gosh, they both died in friggin' aircraft accidents, bro. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, really bad luck.
Anyways, bro, get something happier. Give me the third the third one on the list. It's not as sad as the other two.
I mean, Shaman King episode 2. We talked about this. Basically, just like a remastered remake of the Shaman King anime. Hopefully, with the proper ending this time. So far, we're not too impressed, right, Andre, with the animation. Well, what do you think about it, Michael?
Honestly, like I wrote a list. I was gonna destroy this anime. I was literally gonna just shit on it. But like I'm just gonna chill on it. I feel like
No. You have to
uh,
shit on it now. You can't. You
okay,
can't tease us.
the animation is just whack. Like it's just like it's the fighting is just boring. I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I actually fell asleep in the second. I haven't finished the second episode. Like I woke
Okay.
up like I woke up. I tried to rewatch it and I fell asleep again. Like it's just the animation sucks. Like I feel like the little kids, right? So like in the first episode when he's fighting I forgot what that guy's name was fighting.
The thugs,
Um
right? The
huh?
thugs.
Yeah,
You're talking about the
yeah,
thugs,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. You couldn't see the height difference.
Right, right.
Like
What was
that.
that?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah. You couldn't see the height difference. I'm like, wait, how come they're the same height in animation? Even the ghost, the ghost is the same height as whatever the main
Anta
character. Yeah, yeah.
or
Yo,
Yo?
Yeah. The ghost is the same height as Yo. I'm like, what? Like was a shaman? Was a human? I don't know. I just the soundtrack. I don't like the soundtrack. I don't like the intro.
Oh,
I don't know.
damn.
I just don't like it right now. I'm not feeling it right
Don't
now.
like it.
did you watch?
Damn.
Did you watch the original? Like at all?
No, because I found out what the ending was, but I actually don't remember. Like you just mentioned about the ending, right? So I remember I read the entire manga and I loved it. I'm like, okay, yo, let me watch the anime, right? And after I read a lot of people shitting on the ending, I don't remember how the ending goes, but I was just like why am I gonna watch it if it's completely different from what I love in the source, in the manga source? I just told myself no.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because like back in the day, I used to have soccer practice on fucking Saturday mornings, and it would always come on Saturday mornings. So I
Yeah.
always either catch the very beginning or the very end, and I never be able to
Mhm.
watch it. So like hearing it come back, I was like, okay, finally, that's like a nostalgia. Like I'll finally be able to experience Shaman King because I'm not. There's no way I'm going back to watch the OG one.
No.
I'm not. So and then I'm just hoping that the story can carry it because yeah, Michael's right. The animation is it's animated like it's meant for 500 episodes week to week.
Oh
You know
god,
what I
no.
mean? You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
animated
like
like it's long form because like Jujutsu. Yeah, I just came off of Attack on Titan, watching Jujutsu, even
Yeah,
for your Wonder Egg
exactly.
Priority. Like I
right?
just came off
Yeah.
watching all this stuff,
Out
right?
of high school, like
Yeah, and then this is what I don't know. Like
Low budget, right?
it's low budget,
Yeah.
right? Like it's like me and Michael were talking earlier. Like it really like Seven Deadly Sins, like season 3 and beyond kind of
yeah,
vibes.
Oh god, no.
yeah.
Right? Like nothing. Like they don't do like whenever they do the attacks, they don't show them even swing. They don't even have to swing. It's just they just appear behind them and then they show the pew 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 behind them and I lost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Preach it, boy.
It's that kind of stuff. I mean, like drawings are really well done. Like it looks nice. Like
Mhm.
it's just the movement is very stiff. It's very I don't know. It's gonna be a tough watch unless the story can get and hook me.
So the harshest truth that I can summarize of what you guys are
Yeah.
saying is basically, why did you even bother?
Yeah, 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 pretty much. Like,
Yeah, because I do understand sorta because they said it's supposed to be 52 episodes, so
Mhm.
I'm assuming it's not like they have it all animated at this point. I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's one of those ones where they're animating it week to week, which
Yeah, that's
never
rough.
which never ever works. And I don't know why they just do that. Just animate the thing and then release it later. Like I would have waited 2, 3 more years even if they wanted it, and then
Yeah.
they could have released it then, right? But
uh,
I don't know.
Always about the money, man. They gotta get those contracts settled.
yeah, that's why I'm kind of stuck right now because I was so excited. Like you guys said, Jujutsu, right? Like I just every anime season right now. I've been giving me a new shonen anime or a shonen anime I could watch every week with great animation, great fighting. Like, and I was so excited. I was so excited for Shaman King because I'm like, man, I just finished Fire Force. I just finished a bunch of. I just finished Jujutsu, which got me hyped. Like where Jujutsu left off at just got me hyped. I want more
Right?
shonen. Like I
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
And
like I haven't created shonen anime in a while. Like because I watched One Piece and I kind of got burnt out of One Piece. So I said
Burnt out.
screw all shonen anime. But then like I'm finally getting back into watching loving shonen anime because of Jujutsu, and
yeah.
like I was so excited for Shaman King to see how bad it is. Like it's making me decide if I want to go back and watch like catch up to My Hero Academia or One Piece. I'm literally deciding right now. I'm like, which one
Mike,
should I catch
man,
up to?
you set the
Like,
bar too high, man.
I don't
Yeah.
honestly, you know, you did. Jujutsu
You
is
know.
very, it's
Yeah.
very separated from the rest. Because
yeah,
even people love like My Hero Academia, and I think I liked it a lot going in, but like it it burnt out like really quick for me at one point. Like
yeah, for
I didn't finish last season. Like the last
yeah,
season, I haven't finished it yet,
yeah.
and it's just like I don't really have a desire to go watch it.
No, for me, my problem with My Hero Academia is it's not dark enough. Like it still feels like a kid show, right? Like the animation is good, the fighting's good, the characters are feel okay. They have a lot of characters, but a lot of them are useless, right? And a lot of
Mhm.
strong characters are also useless. They're not being used, right?
Hmm.
Mhm.
And like I said, the tone of the show is like you never feel like okay, this character is gonna die or this character is gonna drop. Like you
Yeah,
never feel like like consequences for the heroes if they lose their battle, right? But
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like My Hero Academia is a lot better though now. Like based off all the reviews I read for the last season, it's a lot darker. Like the show's finally coming together now, like where it's gonna be a powerhouse and it's gonna be like up there with the serious animes, the
Mm.
okay.
serious. With you,
Maybe I'll wait. I'll wait till this season ends, and then maybe I'll watch it at the end. Sean hasn't watched any of it. So.
Well, it sounds like you have to watch a lot for it to get, to that good part.
Well,
So.
it's what season is this? 4, 5?
four.
4. So like
3 seasons.
you're like 50 seasons, 50 episodes deep at this point.
Yeah,
Right?
I gotta
So,
catch up too.
Maybe I'll just skip it all or read it, and then I'll just start watching it at season 4.
yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't know, man. Like it was really fun at the beginning, and maybe you're right, Michael. Maybe it's just I don't know. Maybe I'm just aging. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm expecting certain things or certain levels of like humanity, but like
Hmm.
not having stakes.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You're right. Like not having stakes is kind of like rough. Like honestly, like if I were, I don't like if I were to go back to watch even Naruto. Like as much as I love Naruto growing up, like I don't think I would have the same experience as I did before.
No.
Like watching Naruto beginning to end.
Yeah, see, it's like that's the thing with like I watched Naruto, right? Naruto was I would say was my first love, right,
Yeah.
of anime. I think Naruto was, and I kind of like went into Bleach right after Naruto, and I loved Bleach more because it was more mature than Naruto,
Yeah.
and like it was a lot more like it was more mature, right? Whereas
Mhm.
Naruto wasn't like, well, Naruto was picking up though, but then I watched One Piece, right? Starts to
Mhm.
bottom, and I'm just like, oh, like Luffy makes more sense than Naruto. Like it makes like I'd rather support more Luffy more than Naruto and Ichigo. But it's like I felt like I really didn't realize how much more I like mature animes and like consequences till I watch One Piece. Whereas like I'm like whoa, okay, like characters could lose. Like Luffy loses a lot, and
Yeah.
like Luffy has lost a lot, right? Whereas Naruto, it didn't really
Yeah.
lose like
Only
anything.
his parents.
Yeah, I mean, they tell you that from the first minute of the show, so it doesn't
Yeah.
really count.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
Aaron lost his parents more than Naruto lost his parents, if that makes sense. Like Naruto,
Yeah,
you
that's
didn't
true.
really learn it till after.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
you're
even
right
Sasuke
because
brings it
like
up a lot.
yeah, because you're right because like Attack on Titan, like obviously you guys know, but like if I were to predict, like there are equal levels of probability for pretty much anything happening going forward, right? Whereas in if I was Naruto in the same exact situation, I would know what would happen. Like maybe like the specifics I might get wrong or complicated, but like I know how it's gonna end.
Talk no
Naruto's gonna
jutsu.
be stronger, and then he's gonna talk to him and make him see the error in his ways. Like I know that's what's gonna happen, right?
Doesn't even cost chakra. It's the most
Talk no
efficient way.
Exactly, and like that's when I started getting the feeling. The only thing that my hero, oh, I don't know, how far did you get, Michael?
um, So I stopped. I couldn't wait. I finished the season, right, and I couldn't wait, so I started reading it, and I got to a part where it's actually really dark than in the manga. I'm like, okay, yo, this is actually interesting.
So
But then,
there's a
what?
hero in it where his name is Night Eye, and like he dies, right? And then that one where I was like, oh, okay, so like they're not like unbeatable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like things can happen.
Mhm.
So like I started feeling certain things then, but then after that, they started dancing, and then they were putting on a show for some little girl that.
I think it's fillers.
Is it fillers?
I don't know for sure. I don't know. I have to see the part to confirm if it's a filler, but probably
Yeah,
filler.
I don't know.
Wait, is Night Guy what's it called? Is he one all for one? Wait, you do all for one or one for all's assistant?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is
All
he
Light's assistant.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that one I was like, and like I will give them this, like that kind of stuff hurts a little more because I go in with the expectation that everyone's safe at all times. And then when someone dies, I was like, oh, like you picked him? Yeah. Like there's so many other people, like he was actually like decent, like you could have killed so many other people at so many other points, and you picked this guy. But like
yeah, I don't know how far you are, Andre, but I know someone loses a quirk on the show.
Oh yeah, that's the guy who like goes through things.
And he's nasty, he's disgusting. Like I'm actually kind of sad that he lost his quirk. I'm like, oh man, damn, like he's actually cool. He's a cool hero. I'm like, there's actually consequences now. Like I feel it like you know what? It's like it's not my hero. Did you guys ever watch Fairy Tail? It's not as bad as Fairy Tail. Like watching Fairy Tail, I know there's gonna be no consequence. I know like they're still gonna win, but it's gonna spin it off to like milk a few more episodes for some money.
Yeah. Sean has a special hatred.
I have a personal grudge against Fairy Tail. I hate it so much. Oh my god.
I forced myself to read through it. Like I forced myself
to read even. Yeah. Imagine watching the anime.
Yeah, that's why they want to give Black Clover a chance, man. Like
Black Clover is not as bad as Fairy Tail.
Yeah, that's why they want to give it a chance. I'm like, oh man, like I'm not gonna let this guy sell me a good story again and not deliver it at all for me.
You should. It's very basic for a lot of it, but it does improve.
Mm-hmm. Right? What's it called? Sorry. He also made a new one also that just came out. Eden Zero.
Eden Zero. Sean's favorite anime, bro.
Haven't talked to me about it.
Shall I just delete it? I have a tab open.
Of an
episode. I want to watch it.
They literally reused the same assets. This guy didn't even make new characters.
He's unable to. He can't.
I watched the trailer and the cat's name is still Happy.
It's still Happy.
They didn't even change the name of the cat.
Natsu just has black hair. Lucy
looks exactly the same.
Her name
Ursa even looks the same.
Ursa looks exactly the same. Gerard is in it. Looks exactly the same. Like this guy can't create new characters. So why are you giving this guy more animes? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like who watches this garbage?
I honestly,
goddamn.
That being said, on YouTube the trailers say it's way better than Fairy Tail. And it's a lot darker and more complex.
There's still a bath scene every 3 chapters. And that I mean that ecchi.
Did you read it?
Yeah. Oh, but like I'm not into ecchi or ecchi, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And so like this Eden Zero and Fairy Tail both have a lot of it, and it always makes me roll my eyes when I see it. So definitely a no for me on both of those.
What about the ecchi in Fire Force?
Yeah, I ignore it.
It bothers me.
It bothers you, Fire Force? Yo, I think it's fucking funny, man. Because Fire Force is just such a... I find it hilarious. Like, because Fire Force is such a serious show, right? Then you have, like, stupid shit like that happening.
It gets old with that one girl, though. And I'm just like,
the one girl that keeps, that loses her clothes every 5 seconds. I'm like, the first couple of times, I'm like, yeah, it's funny. And then it just happens every single time she's on screen. Yeah. Every time she's on screen, it happens.
Yeah, seriously? Oh no, I find it funny still. I find it funny. Yeah. Like, okay, do you know what I find annoying? Zenitsu from Demon Slayer.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
That's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing at all.
What do you mean? He's just as annoying.
He doesn't lose his clothes every 2 seconds. So.
Yeah, but he's annoying. Like he's always yelling. Like he's always panicking. Like
we've had this conversation before. I hate that guy's with them.
You hate him?
I hate him so much, man.
Bro, trust me.
He's very annoying.
Like it's the same thing with One Piece. Like it's like, man, like One Piece gets so annoying sometimes because like characters start becoming annoying. Like Usopp was so annoying. Like he made me not want to watch the show sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, Usopp was so annoying. Sanji, do you guys remember that time when do you guys all watch One Piece? I don't know if you
I've
just
watched majority of it. I'm not caught up. Okay, let me see. You know when they're on Zoe and the giant elephant?
You're still
Yeah.
there? Are you kidding me?
Yo,
You've
Andre,
been there
I'm
for
with
like
you.
4 years.
Andre, I'm there too, Andre. That's why I stopped.
No, I'm telling you what happens. It's like it's because like things like big things happen, so I'm like up to date, and then it slows down so that I miss an episode, and then I forget about it, and then 4 years pass. That's what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what happens.
Bro, I went back on my tracker app. I'm like, okay, let me finally start up One Piece again. I'm like, what? I'm 200 episodes behind. I'm like, how did that happen? 200 episodes? God damn.
Yeah, I just read the whole thing and I'm up to date with it, but I don't watch it. I don't watch it at all.
I think I might just read it because like,
yeah, it's easier.
Those episodes are so
they're dragged out like crazy.
Like it's ridiculous, and I understand why they do it because it's their biggest money maker, right? So they're gonna make it go as long as possible.
Yeah.
But
what's it called? I stopped when Luffy went to jail again. Like when he got beat up by Kaido and he went to jail again. I'm like, okay, I don't need another Luffy, what's it called? Prison arc or where you have to gain strength again. I don't know.
That's not that far like long ago.
That's a lot further than I am.
Yeah, Andre like, probably doesn't even know what you're saying.
No, I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
It's the internet. The power of the internet tells me everything that goes on.
Yeah, the newest chapter apparently was a big one in One Piece. It got ruined for me. Like I seen someone post it, like, "Oh my god, the new chapter is amazing." And it shows Luffy. Like it's pretty badass. So I'm not gonna spoil it for Andre, or you if you haven't read it yet. But I'm gonna watch it.
I don't know, man. It's gonna take me a while. Every once in a while, I'll go through little binges. Like I'll watch like 10, 15 episodes, but I can never maintain it.
But like I was saying, yeah, that one period in One Piece where Sanji's nose would explode and start bleeding because that was so annoying. I just couldn't anymore. I'm like, no, it's too much now. Like, and he was weak because of that or something like that. They had to get a blood transfusion or something like that. I'm like, no, I'm just tired of Sanji. I'm tired of him being a pedophile. Not pedophile, but being so horny. Like.
Yeah, I agree. But Sean, you watched Fire Force?
I watched some of it. I watched a bunch of it. I know everything.
I couldn't finish season 2, bro.
No?
Not yet. I watched I don't know, like the seasons like anime wise seem like very rushed. Are they right? Like I don't know, like watching first season, like things were happening and then all of a sudden they were in the basement and there was just like nothing in between.
Yeah. It's yeah, it's kind of like that. It's also very hard to read. I tried reading it.
Yeah.
And it's just jumping all over the place. I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe I'm just dumb, but
no, maybe it is. I don't know. It's just very I don't know. The story doesn't seem
hectic. It's all over the place.
I guess so. Maybe I'll give it a try again. I don't know. Yeah. Like the new girl who like draws the lines and stuff.
Oh, she's greasy. She's greasy.
I mean, it made her seem like such like I'm not scared of anything badass, and then immediately the second time you see her, she just doesn't know how to do anything ever. Like when the kid in the facility goes like berserk and he turns into a giant fire. Like everyone's just useless all of a sudden, except for the one dude who likes to yell. Except for that guy, he's the only one who did anything. And then they made that one guy who uses smoke and likes to beat up little kids. They made him seem so like intimidating and scary, and then he immediately becomes useless too. Like, what?
Yeah, but like that just shows the power of the what's it called, Adela though, the Adela flames, because he had the Adela flame. So like his flame was technically a lot stronger than everyone else's flame. Even Shinra, like Shinra like has the Adela flame, but he doesn't really use it, right? So like we saw like when he was able to use it in that fight. One fight where he destroyed one of the demons, like a high level demon, and he destroyed it with the. But like that just goes to show you that there's a lot more like mystery behind the power of the Adela and all that stuff in Fire Force.
Maybe I'll give it another try, bro.
The Evangelists.
Maybe I'll give it another try.
Wait, Wait, speaking of Flame, have you guys watched Burn the Witch?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah? Okay, okay. Have you
Is it
watched it?
is that the Bleach spinoff?
It's
Yeah.
not Bleach. It's not a Bleach
Yeah, it's the
spin-off.
Bleach. It is. It's a
Yeah,
Bleach spin-off.
same
Yeah,
universe.
yeah, I know it's the same universe, but I didn't know it was like a spin-off. I know they were in the same universe,
Yeah.
but
Same thing, right?
I mean, I guess it's not a spin-off in the sense that it's its own story, but it's
Yeah.
just it's a different story within the same universe.
Yeah, there's I couldn't really get into it. I thought it was kind of like, I don't know where he's going with this. I don't know if Tight Kubo. I kind of lost confidence in Tight Kubo after the ending of Bleach. So
you didn't like the ending of Bleach? Like the anime
No.
or the manga?
Manga. I couldn't stand it. The whole like last 50 or 200 chapters.
Yeah, but he was rushed though. Like
Yeah,
they
because he
rushed them.
sucks. They're like, this sucks. End it.
Honestly, like, yeah, Bleach got kind of. I felt like you should have ended Bleach on the Aizen arc. Like that was the perfect time to end
Yeah.
it. Like after
Exactly, right?
Aizen, yeah.
I said that the last episode we had. I said the same thing. And the thing that bugs me with the manga ending and when people say he was rushed is that like he complains he didn't have enough time, yet he wastes so many chapters on stupid drawn out fights against like guys that don't even matter.
Yeah.
But why was he rushed though? Like, why does he have to end it at a specific time?
I think either by contract or because I don't think they were making enough revenue or off of Bleach. So they're just like, yeah, we want to basically cancel this, so wrap it up.
And
I
I
can't
the
blame them
anime was
for
so
it.
bad. The anime, like
Yeah.
the anime was just so bad. Like the ending of Bleach in the anime was god awful.
It was bad, right? It was
Yeah.
bad. Yeah. I mean, that arc was already bad, and then they just ended it there. And it was
Yeah.
like,
Okay, it's coming back, bro. It's gonna fix itself, bro. It's gonna be great.
I mean,
Yeah.
if he does come back, I wouldn't mind seeing it because like all those fights and the end of Bleach were sick. Like seeing all the new Bankais, all the new Shika, like seeing Kenpachi's Bankai, seeing Yamamoto's Bankai, seeing Ichigo's new form, seeing Aizen fight on the chair. Like I want to see all that animated. I want to see all the new sick fights.
It's coming.
Like, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this year it was announced. The Blood War
Yeah.
arc or whatever.
It was announced.
Yeah,
Yep.
this year. For this year.
Yeah. Okay. Because I remember. I remember I kept watching it. I kept checking for the manga panels, but it all kept like getting pushed back, right, because of COVID.
COVID,
So
yeah.
I just gave up of like festivals and stuff. I gave up on searching about it.
Yeah,
So I
it's-
didn't know it's coming
I
back.
don't know. They haven't delayed it yet, so it's still supposed to come out this year. We'll see, but it is still supposed to. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't know. How did we even get all the way over here, bro? We're talking about Shaman King.
Yeah, it's because Shaman King. Yeah, see, that's how bad Shaman King was. That we had to talk about different things to make Shaman King sound exciting. The anime sucks.
Except for Fairy Tail.
Yo, I might watch Even Zero, bro. And
No, oh my God, Andre,
it can't
I'll
be worse
actually-
than. Is it? It's better than Fairy Tail though.
I will actually drive over there.
Is it better than Fairy Tail?
No, it's just Fairy Tail in space.
Seriously, that's what it is.
That's
I
what
have
it
the
is.
episode. I have the episode opened up. I was gonna give it a try. but I'm not
Oh,
gonna
you can
yet.
try.
Everyone says it's way more like story-wise, it's way more complex. And
Oh
like,
yeah, it's so
deals
complex.
with politics and stuff.
It's gonna be power of friendship wins the day, as usual.
Oh, okay, forget that. I can't.
Yeah.
That's why I gave. That's why I didn't want to give like exactly that reason is why I didn't want to give Black Clover a try. Like I actually did watch the first episode of Black Clover, and I'm like, yeah, it's good, but like it sounds like he's gonna make it like Fairy Tail again, like
I don't think
friendship.
No,
Roger?
it does. I was thinking about it. I think it does, but it's not as egregious as Fairy Tail is. You know what I mean? Like it'll say like power of friendship, but it will still have like a reason behind it. You know what I mean?
People
So,
really
there's,
like Black Clover.
moments where like, yeah, like because like it is very basic at the beginning, but it does start to distinguish itself and like get a little more complex later on, like where the anime ended. It was decent in the sense that I don't know, like when you say like the power of friendship, it's not like my friends need me to win, so I win. It's more like my friends need me to win, so let me think of something and then I kind of either figure out a strategy to get this done, or they'll unlock like a new power that makes sense. Like Asta has like I don't want to spoil, but like Asta has like powers that would make sense
Okay.
that he can get stronger.
Yeah.
Right?
And like I don't there's a following for Black Clover. That and I don't think Fairy Tail has one like that, at least. Like even in forums and stuff, I see people recommending Black Clover. So I don't think it can't be as bad as Fairy Tail.
It's not. No. Okay. It's nowhere near. As far as shonen anime go, it's pretty good. And animation wise, it has both. It has top notch and very, very bad animated moments. It does have very bad animated moments, but it's 160 episodes, so you can excuse that because that's usually what happens.
I could fend for the animation because I remember watching this one on YouTube of this guy being able to control time.
Yeah.
Oh, you probably know him. Like his fight scene against the elf guy, the elf king, was crazy. I was just like, whoa, this is hard. Like I didn't know Black Clover got like this. Like that makes me want to get into Black Clover. But like seeing that I'm like 150 episodes behind, I'm like, I really want to.
It's not like there's fillers in there you can skip, and there's just useless stuff in there you can skip. But I don't think it's 160 like episodes worth. But to give you an idea, like they caught up to the manga, which is why they ended, right? So it's not like Naruto where they're throwing friggin' 2 years worth of fillers into an anime like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It moves a lot quicker than that, which I do appreciate. But all that being said, Shaman King needs to buck up if I'm gonna sit through 52 episodes of this thing.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
No, like I'm not giving it. I'm not. I think I might drop it. I think it's a drop.
Oh damn, Michael's tapping
out. It's a drop. I don't. Yo, honestly, the first episode was so bad. Like I already had doubts. Then just how bad the second episode was, and the animation of the second episode I was just like, whoa. I was just but I do want to stick around for that tournament arc, but damn, I don't want to get to the tournament arc and it's still garbage. Like it's still disappointing. Like even like Yu Yu Hakusho back then has better animation than Shaman King right now.
Me and Sean were literally talking about that before the podcast started. Yeah. That's so funny. That's so funny. But I want to get, before we end, I want to get your opinion on it, Sean.
On what?
Shaman King.
Oh.
Your opinion on Shaman?
I gave my opinion.
No,
well, just I'm not impressed by it. I mean, I never really thought the Shaman King fights in general were that good anyways. Like it's kind of childish. There's not really anything big that happens in terms of like being dark and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, my expectations are low. I know what happens already. I just kind of am watching it to see if it blows me away in any way. And so far, no. So I pretty much agree with you guys for the most part.
Good. Anyways, we are at about an hour 20 right now. So let's wrap it up. I think we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
I think unless there's anything burning that you can get through in 10 minutes.
No, I'm good. Last of Us 2 we'll save because we know Alan has some very strong opinions about it.
That's gonna take longer than 10 minutes, believe me.
And that's gonna take longer than 10 minutes for sure.
Yeah. But okay, so thank you, Michael, for joining us today.
Thanks, Michael.
Thank you for having me.
Good to have you, man.
Right. You will, I think you can return another time and then we'll get when the full cast is here.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun. Sean, any last words you want to say?
Just once again, thanks for watching. We're excited to have some more episodes of the newer season animated coming out. Please check them out if you don't want spoilers before watching. And, maybe you'll get as depressed as we are.
And anything, Mike? I mean, like our audience isn't big at the moment, but if you want to plug anything, you can do that.
So I'm just gonna say if you're looking for any new anime to watch this season so far, I would say definitely not watch Shaman King. Check out Tokyo Revengers. Check out 86. Check out Vivi because I'm gonna be checking that out soon from this new season. And check out Megaloboxing season 2. That's what I'm watching right now also because I watched the first season about a year ago. But yeah, and also I'm gonna be launching my own podcast on Friday.
Ooh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, called Kicked and Cotched. It's like basically we review different food. like different foods from the GTA every episode.
Like restaurants or
restaurants.
Oh, that's
Or
awesome, man.
even home cooked meals, like homemade tacos by some people I know. Like just different like foods.
Are you gonna
Just
wear a
different
suit when you do it? Like food review guy, or whatever his name is?
No. Zoom in a different shirt. Like this is different clothes, regular clothes. But we're gonna have a different guest every day or every episode to talk about whatever they do. Have some fun talk about pop culture also.
Eat some food. That sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Well done, man. Okay, so thank you again for listening. If you're listening right now, we're available on YouTube. You can watch us. Just search a Weeb Gamer podcast. We will be there. All our episodes will be there in full video. If you are watching us and you'd rather listen to us, take us with you to the work, in the car, wherever you go. I don't know. You just want to listen, download us, take us outside. We're available on all streaming platforms. You can find us, search up again, Weeb Gamer or Weeb Gamer Podcast. On Instagram, we're Weeb Gamer Podcast. Twitter, Weeb Gamer Podcast. What else? TikTok, we got Weeb Gamer Pod. And
Instagram, I guess. Did you say that?
I said Instagram.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Yeah, that's all it is. Again, thank you once again, Michael, and we will see you next week.
Yes.